Greetings, sinners, and welcome back to the fourth episode of the Hellside Motel podcast. If you are new to our channel, I am your host, Easter, and today we are discussing the 7 deadly sins. We've already discussed pride, wrath, and today we are going to be discussing the sin of envy. And basically, envy is not really that hard to figure out. It's basically having a strong desire of wanting something somebody else has. To the point where you're going to do whatever you can because you want that item, because you feel you deserve it more than the other person. Jealousy will make somebody do terrible things to get what they want. Almost to the point of being a little greedy, but we'll talk about greed in another episode, but this episode is about envy. But yeah, plenty of examples happen in movies. Like, there's a lot of movies where there's a woman some guy wants, and, he doesn't care what he has to do to get her because, he feels he deserves her, regardless if she wants him in return. Jealousy makes people do horrible things. And that's what makes it so deadly. There's no telling what the lengths somebody will go to just to get what they want. And plus, some people actually start off as kids. Kids playing and they see a toy and the kid's like, oh man, look at that cool toy, I want that. And they'll end up stealing that toy because they want it. And that's sad, but they don't know it's wrong at the time. But if they continue going on like that in life, stealing something because they want it more than somebody else, well, that's where it's wrong. Yeah, there's a whole lot of different examples to talk about when discussing envy. But yeah, it will make people do horrible things. Okay, and another example is like somebody wanting something because they you see something somebody else has and you feel that you deserve it more than them. And then they'll try to steal it, no matter what it is. Well, there's not too much more that can be said about envy, but it's like I said before, jealousy will make somebody do something that normally they wouldn't do. And if they don't get control over their emotions, then it's going to make them do something that they regret. And you don't want to go through life regretting something that you did. Yeah, so remember, folks, try not to be envious of something that somebody else has. Because, well, hey, everybody has something, everybody wants something that somebody else has. It's like you're out at the mall or something, or at some kind of store or whatever, and you see somebody buying something, and you're like, oh man, I wish I had that item. Well, that happens to everybody. Some people might feel upset because they didn't have enough money to buy that. And hey, that's fine. That's perfectly fine to feel that way. But then that person can just, save up the money to buy whatever that is. Okay, anyway, well, sinners, thank you so much for tuning in to this fourth episode of the Hellside Motel podcast. If you have enjoyed listening to our program, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and please feel free to leave a comment. I would love to read them. So until next time, sinners, I will see you later. And remember, please do not be envious. Because if you let your jealousy get the better of you, you know where you'll end up. And like I've said before, we're lonely down here. Goodbye, sinners.